Okay, my opinion on the Iran war, well, not war, because let's hope the situation turns out into diplomatic ways to solve it. But, yeah, my feedback about this whole situation that just took place at the beginning of this year, precisely, uh, is that um, this is not something new. The wars, they are a concept really old. Indeed, we in many years of human history, we have had plenty of wars, more than 5,000 years of wars, and yet we haven't learned from those experiences. We keep repeating the same mistakes over and over again. So, in this sense, there is something that it's wrong, in the not in the whole consciousness of humans. I think the root of from all of this is that we have been led by our ego. um, our ego is the one who is taking dominion in the decisions that we are making. So basically, in this order of ideas, I could say the planet does not need salvation. We need salvation. We as humans, um, because it's a matter of it's a matter of what system of belief we want to follow, and basically, it's a human condition, you know. Change in perception, change in mentality, and therefore change in reality. It's as simple as that. It's as simple as to make a switch, a shift in our consciousness, and see a whole new world, a whole different world. But of course, this is not in the agenda of the big rulers of the countries. They want to continue the old same agenda, even though there have been messages and from our ancestors. From There have been truly messages for the word, divine word that has came to earth as a teaching device. Word of advice has came to earth to tell us how to live between us, one each other, in peace. But we have completely ignored those messages that have been came to this world through the mouths of brothers, of prophets, and so on. So I hope the outcome of all of this, it's a it should be a diplomatic one. It should be it should be dialogues. The dialogues should be settled in order to find a solution to this tension between the governments, United States and Middle East, because that's the only way how we can really solve things. If we plan, if we end to uh, kind of face war with more war, we are repeating the same cycle. It just will bring more destruction and more darkness, more confusion, suffering to this world. So the answer is really simple. If you think about it, the answer is so simple. It's just, as I said, a change in our mentality. We need to take away the whole conception that we have about ourselves, that we are the separate self, and that the whole world is reduced in what we think, what we want to achieve, what our desires, our goals. And instead we have to start to recognizing that all of this is part of life. The stars, the universe, the moon, the sun, the earth, all of this is provided to us as a perfect gift to evolve life, you know, human life. And but we don't see that. And that's what I say. It's we have to change our mentality and leave behind the narrative of this separate self for as a way to live between us, as a way to establish diplomatic relations between the governments, leave behind the separate self, and have that love towards the brother, and also the message of forgiveness that has been brought to earth. So, well, hopefully this conflict have a positive outcome, and I'll pray for these leaders, Donald Trump and the Iranian leader, for them not to, in their minds, not to fulfill of hate, not to be fulfilled of hate, because this is not a conflict between just people. There are plenty of people involved. The whole soldiers are sent, the whole civilians, they all have families, they all have dreams, they all have the right to live. So we cannot continue to allow sociopaths be in power and rule for us